Welcome, welcome, welcome to the last training in crafting the perfect experience. Way back in Module 1, you defined the delivery dates and launch dates for your experience product in the Idea to Market timeline spreadsheet. Pause the video right now and pull that spreadsheet out. In column H, you'll see your delivery dates, and in column I, you'll see your launch dates. You set your launch dates for January around week 7 to 9 of this program, which is hands down the best time to launch a product all year long. And I recommend that you set the start date for your experience product about 1 to 3 weeks after your launch dates, so probably sometime in February and no later than March. Now let's talk about setting your product creation dates and getting more specific about what you're going to deliver and when you're going to deliver it. It's time to plan when you're going to create and deliver each piece of your experience product. You're essentially going to create your future now. A word about creating your future now. When you put actual dates on your calendar, you're making a commitment to take a real action at some future time, which hasn't happened yet. For some people, that gets pretty real fast. Putting dates in your calendar for when you plan to create and deliver specific parts of your product makes your product more real, and that can cause an "oh shit, this is really happening" moment. For most people, that leads to one of two responses. One, either you get super stoked and realize that this is actually going to happen, or two, you get freaked out, scared, and start worrying about all kinds of what-if scenarios. What if I can't do this? What if I can't deliver that? What if I'm not ready? What if nobody buys? And on and on and on. You gotta love that monkey mind.
I'm going to say two words to you right now. I want you to listen to them very, very carefully. Then I want you to take them out of the office with you and incorporate them into your life.
Stop it!
I'm sorry?
Stop it!
Stop it?
Yes, S-T-O-P, new word, I-T.
The good news is that there's one thing that I've learned to quiet that monkey mind that works every time. And no, I'm not going to tell you to stop it. I'm going to tell you to just do it. The one universal cure for worry, stress, and overwhelm is action. If you take all that worrying energy and translate that into action, before you know it, you'll have your product done. I've had to re-record over 50 videos for EPM in about a month's time. That's a Herculean effort, and we have very high quality standards. Here's how I do it. I simply put a time to write and a time to record each training on my calendar. I actually specify in my time blocks which trainings I'm going to complete and when I'm going to complete them. So I'm not just scheduling generic time blocks for content creation. I'm scheduling times to write and record specific things. Everyone has their own rhythm. I've trained myself over time to get a lot done very quickly. So I usually schedule myself to write 1 to 3 videos each day based on how complex a training is and everything else I have on that day. I do all my writing in the morning when I have my freshest, most creative brain, and then I batch record videos about 3 times a week. I usually do that in the late afternoon or evening after I've done my calls and all the other things I have to do that day. Now here's the trick. Once I put something on my calendar, I show up and do it. You heard me right. I actually follow my schedule. I can look at my calendar a month from now and know exactly what I'll be writing on a specific day. I also have the certainty of knowing that I'm actually going to show up and do it. If you follow the schedule that you create for yourself, you'll build a lot of self-trust and you'll have your entire product done before you know it. That's it. That's my secret. It's that simple. Many people spend a lot of time thinking or worrying about doing something. Based on my experience, the fastest way to get your product done, out, and making a huge impact is to just do it. And this program is leading you step by step through the process of just doing it. Simply follow the program, do one training and one action at a time, and before you know it, you'll hit mission accomplished. You've already done the first step in this process during the last training. You define what deliverables you're going to include in your experience product. You chose what deliverables you wanted to include based on whether you're creating a one-on-one, one-to-few, or a one-to-many product. Here's that chart again for reference. I'm not going to read these all aloud again, but I did want to show it to you to jog your memory. Now for step 2. Based on your mind map or outline, it's time to get more specific about each deliverable. For example, if you're doing live virtual trainings or pre-recorded videos, exactly what videos will you be creating? Here's an example of my course delivery schedule where I added every single training and when each training was going to be released. Since I've done this product before, I already know the name of each training before I begin. But you can simply create a number for each training and write a brief sentence on what it's all about. I numbered each training with the module and video number. So this is Module 3, Video 14. That makes a handy reference system to keep everything organized and schedule when you want to deliver each piece of content. Once I know when each training is going to be delivered over the 10-week delivery schedule of the program, I go to my calendar and I create a time block to write each training and another time block to record each training. In 2017, this particular training was released on December 21st at 12:01 a.m. So I scheduled time to write it the morning of December 14th and record it the morning of December 15th. I'm getting it done early since I have a trip to San Francisco from the evening of December 15th through the night of December 19th, and I need to leave some time for my team to edit the recording and post it on the membership site. If you're doing live delivery, and I highly recommend that you do, you can skip the recording step and just schedule when you're going to show up live and deliver your content. That will save you a lot of time, which is one of the many reasons why I recommend live delivery. I'll be going in depth into organizing your product creation process in Module 5, Deliver the Wow. In the meantime, I'm including a copy of my course delivery schedule as a reference in the worksheets for this training. For now, I just want you to understand how to go about scheduling when you'll be creating each piece of your product, so you've got a basic plan in place before you start to market and sell your product. That will give you more confidence going into our next module on Experience Marketing Essentials. Once I completed my course delivery spreadsheet, I only needed to create the pieces that had to be done before I accepted new students. There were just a few things that I needed to do. Record a welcome video to put on a thank you page after someone signed up, write a few welcome emails, design the membership site, and complete Module 1 and niche down Profits Up. Everything else could be done later. Keep in mind that you don't necessarily need welcome videos, membership sites, or any of that to deliver the beta version of your product. You can get started with just a welcome email that lets new customers know what to expect. It can be as easy as that. Keep it simple and just get it done so you can test your product idea in the market before you spend the time, effort, and resources to create all that extra stuff. You can do that the next time you launch this product. Once I completed these initial pieces, I didn't have to look at or even think about this schedule again for another month. That allowed me to stay focused on running a successful launch and marketing campaign. When you spend a little time to plan and organize everything, you can go into launches, marketing campaigns, and fulfillment cycles without getting worried, stressed, or overwhelmed, because you know what you have to do and when you have to do it. You can choose to put anything you don't have to do now on the back burner because you know you have the time set aside to come back to it when you need to. I highly believe in something called compartmentalization. Compartmentalization is defined as a mental process that allows you to divide and conquer by separating thoughts that will conflict with each other. For example, if I were stressed about delivering my product while I was trying to market my product, I would lose my focus and wouldn't be able to run an effective marketing campaign. If I allowed myself to think about everything I have to do all at once all the time, I would go into complete and utter overwhelm. My brain would literally shut down. Instead, I look at the complete picture during a few planning sessions. Then after that, I simply focus on what I need to do when I need to do it. So taking even just an hour to plan your product creation and delivery dates now will let you rest assured that you have a delivery plan so you can move into marketing with 100% focus. It doesn't take long to create a plan. My product is incredibly detailed, and I was able to create this entire spreadsheet in just a couple hours. So remember, good planning and organization allows you to compartmentalize and stay present with the next step in front of you, rather than worrying about everything at the same time, which can lead to a debilitating level of overwhelm. You got this. All you have to do is spend an hour now to get yourself organized. That's it. Easy peasy, right? So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to spend 1 hour to finalize the deliverable list for your experience product so you can set your product creation and delivery dates. Then put specific time blocks in your calendar to create and deliver each piece of your product. Keep in mind that the part of you that resists commitment may want to avoid this exercise like the plague. That just means that you definitely need to do this. When you resist something, that's usually a sign that there's something there for you to learn. That's all for crafting the perfect experience. Wowza, great work. In this module, you discover the 13 methods for rapid product creation so you can quickly create and deliver your products without sacrificing quality. You designed your bird's eye view framework or the unique way you get customers from mission to mission accomplished. You wrote compelling feature and benefit statements to describe your bird's eye view, and you crafted your complete experience escalation plan and set specific dates to create and deliver each piece of your product. In the next module, you'll rock out your first experience marketing campaign. Mission accomplished, here we come. Now go out there and live your message.